Alright, remember we're still in beta testing mode, so I'm still fixing a lot of things. This is how we're going to do the start of the day after yesterday was the first day launch on the new system. You're going to go into your management backend, and you want to go to the solo schedule. Remember, we used to copy from the regular schedule. Since it's changed now, it's solo schedule. You want to copy just the data from here to here. We're going to copy that, and then you're going to go into your data backend. Same place you used to paste it before, your current month. Go to the bottom. We'll straighten all this stuff out here later so it'll look better, but yeah, we have to reformat this. We got to reformat the columns. We'll take care of all that, but it should look like this once it's in there. Once I reformat the widths and everything, the rest of this stuff we'll get rid of. So that's all you got to do is copy it there. Then you want to go back to your schedule. You can reset all this stuff back to defaults. Same way we did the old way. Take out all the data information in the middle. And then go back to your manager backend. We're going to go to the solo admin, not the admin. And here, we only want to delete this section here, because this section here is coded. So all you're going to do is delete that, and this will default back to values, which is what it should be. We're going to drag this. As we get more schedules, you just want to drag this coding down. Actually, most of you probably can't edit this column, so I'll have to do this today. So I'll just have to pull that down. So you want to leave this blank. Then you want to go to upload the schedule like you normally do. Actually, I didn't do an end of day yesterday. Let me pause and do an end of day. Well, actually, let me leave it on there so you all refresh. I want to change the end of day a little bit and maybe this startup so that only one agency has to do this, or at least the ones that are grouped together, like the Light, Star, Shine, and Hawkins Agency, and Glow. I may do the highlighter so that all four agencies are on one, so actually only one of those four agencies has to upload it, and it will code all four agencies. September. No, I didn't have made a December end of month yet. I've just been adding it to the November. The problem is it's so slow when it's recording. Alright, so we're going to add a tab. Looks like I missed it a few days. This one's going to be for the 3rd, so the 2nd was missed. Even though most of these are still going to be the same because they're solo events. We do want to keep some kind of a, why did I put the 4th there? It's the 3rd. I might have paused this while this part is going, but you're going to hit the cell and you want to paste it. And because I'm recording, it's going to lag out, so I'm going to pause the video. Alright, now that that's loaded again, we are going to just get rid of the top section like we always do. We want to put this on the top, and this will be loaded. Yeah, but I think I'm going to combine all the agencies together so that way all of our hosts will be coded. Okay, so once the end of day is done, we can get out of there. And then we're going to go back to reset the daily schedule. You always want to refresh it to make sure that you're getting the latest version. I want to hit today. Now, if you want to do tomorrow's schedule, you're going to do it the same process. You're just going to delete today's schedule out and add it in. We're not doing multiple day tabs like we used to for all 3 days. Since these are simplified, you're just going to build the schedule with the 4th, and then you're going to do the exact same thing with the 5th and just put it underneath the 4th. I may have to pause this again because it's lagging because of the recording. Oh, that must have been my fault. I hit the wrong button. So you want to copy the schedule, go back to the management back end, and you want to hit the today schedule, which we are going to rename this to schedule upload. And then we're going to do the same thing, paste it. I'm going to pause while this loads. All right, once it loads again, we want to get rid of anything that's above the black line that has the event, because that's important, because that's what filters everything. That's what controls your event tab. Once this loads, it will have the events in here, and it's also going to control our schedule search, which we're waiting for this to upload right now. And all this data here will fill in once that uploads. Let me pause it again, so the video is lagging it out a little bit, taking up my RAM. Alright, so after you do the schedule and after this uploads, we're on the schedule search tab on your management backend. First thing you want to do is, you can see that there's 25 events today. You want to change this date in this one cell. Now the reason why we have to do this is because some events have the date and then some of the solos don't have the date. So the way I have it coded is this will code every event with the date. So this will change for every line, so you don't have to do it on every single event. Just have to remember to do it here and you're good. Okay, so to do our events, we are just going to go A to Z for any column that has the information. You're just going to copy these cells over here. You don't want to copy this information. We're going to copy that, and then you're going to go back to your admin solo, and we are going to special paste value only. And this is supposed to automatically do this. Maybe it's just lagging. If not, it's another bug I have to fix out. But remember, we are in beta mode here, so expect some issues the first week until we get everything going. Okay, so next event is 5. We don't have to sort this because all 5 are there. Only the same people signed up. Yeah, I can see I'm going to have to fix that column there, or I may have to refresh, but we'll figure that out. It took me a few hours to figure out how to do that. Alright, this event, we got 1, so we can see that one event, so there's no reason to sort it. Just copy it, go back to your solo, special paste value only. Oh, see, then now they're coding. It was just delayed because of the video. Always when we're recording, it slows up. Okay, so here we got 2. We can't see the 2, so we just want to take that column. Or we can see the 2, but they're not together. Sort A to Z. And this way you don't have to do them individually. You do both at the same time. Go back to admin solo. And value only. We're going to go down to the next. These are all over the place. There should be 9, so just do the column again, A to Z. And we're just going to copy that information from here. The reason we do it from this information, because this column I have coded so it grabs all this information, because if you're just copying the schedule, all you have is an ID. So with the coding I put in here, when you're pasting the value, it comes up with the date, the time of the event runs, the event, the auto reward, and the name. And then this column here breaks the name separately, so when you build a schedule, it's not all bunched together. That was an improvement we did yesterday. Okay, this one's showing 2. Both 2 are together, so we just need to do that. We have no need to sort. And then go back to schedule. I'm still trying to find a way to code all these so that they're all show up together. I haven't found a possible way to do it yet, but okay, that should be it. So now we're going to go back to our admin solo. We're going to take column A, and I have this coded so that it's going to bypass the date, and it's going to code the time. So now everything's in order. So now you can go back to the host schedule page, and we are showing 25. I thought it was supposed to be 24. I could be mistaken. But you always want to go back and double check that. You can check your event. It says 25. If you're missing one, here's the breakdown. You know, you should have 6 of these, 5 of these, blah, blah, blah. And then on the schedule search, it'll say the same thing. That 25 will be there, and the events are here. In the event that there's an error somewhere in the coding and something doesn't match up, please let me know. I can fix it. I did find a problem yesterday with the friendly because they added so many. I had to add another 1,000 cell searches to it. But that's about it. Schedule's done. And then it's up to your host. Should have access to all these columns. I have been having some problems with access on these columns. So if you have any problems again, let me know. I just did a fix this morning, which I think fixed it. But I got to have a few people test it. But this is all for your host where they can, you know, since these events are not set times, they can just go live so everyone knows they're live. So you can have people, you know, drop on them. I don't really suggest trading in agency, but if you're doing a 200 friendly, 200 is really not going to hurt you that bad. Other features, once it's completed, you can mark it complete so no one accidentally comes in there and drops on you because it kills your rebate otherwise. And then if you're not doing the event, you can just mark it not doing. That's really not necessary. But the other thing I put on here was a going live column. Just say you're going to do your thing. The host can put this in their time as long as they do, like they're going to do 11 a.m. EST. They can just put the time in there. So that lets you know. And then, of course, you got the time converting chart here so you can look at 11 a.m., you know, it's 8 a.m. PST, 9, and then 10, such and such. Then you could put your rebate if you're friendly. If you did the minimum, it's 200, 680 if you did the second level, and I think 1140 for the third, which I don't recommend doing the third. The rebate's too low. So my host, I only want to do the first and the second level. And if you're doing a 90% and 80%, just put the beans that you got in there. So you got 30,000 beans on 90%. Just change that to 90%. There's your rebate, 27000. Just pop that in there. And then for your status, if it's a like a friendly or something, just check your wallet. If you got the beans, just hit yes. Remember, if you do the second, it's not going to show as 680. It's going to show as 200 and 480. You have to add the two together. Just on my sheet, I have it as 680 because people understand that a little bit better. If you didn't get the rebate for any reason, there's a problem, we just hit no, so we can probably try to look into it to find out why you didn't get your rebate and send an email in the feedback that you didn't get your rebate with whatever proof we have. Try to take care of it quick. If it's a power rebate, like all the percentages, just hit power rebate. Those will take 1 to 2 weeks to pay, from what Bigo's saying on the power rebates. But this gives you an idea so that when you go back to the data page here, which I did not do correctly, I did not connect the rest of that data. So I'm going to have to go back and do that. That is one thing I did not do correctly. See, beta merging for me too. This is new for me too. That's because I forgot to do the coding. Everything that's on the host page is going to be coded back here. I forgot to do this yesterday. I was working on it. So that information for the host is all going to be here. So when you're copying the back end, you want to copy all the data, and then that will transfer that in. I'm going to do a backup on mine and fix mine. So that's one error on me. Other than that, that is it for now until we get some more bugs worked out.